For nearly 3 decades, the River Market in Little Rock has been highlighted as one of the capital city's main attractions. However, recently, the conversations surrounding downtown have centered around failing bars, a lack of parking, and safety concerns. So what really needs to be done to change the conversation on President Clinton Avenue? Just feet from where the Metro streetcar runs, Sonny Williams Steakhouse has been a staple for years.
We've been here since 1999. May 15th was the opening date of 1999.
However, today, owner Jimmy Young says the tone has changed about the area where his restaurant resides.
That's the buzz right now, so I go out and I check on tables, talk to people, see how they're doing, especially my regulars that come in. They ask how we're doing, if we're going to survive. Yes, we're fine down here.
The same cannot be said just 500 feet to the west. The Library Kitchen and Lounge closing its doors in 2022 after just 3 years in business. Next door, Cannibal and Craft Restaurant and Bar turned off the lights for good last month.
That's always tough to see, especially in this neighborhood.
Amy Counts is the owner of Nexus Coffee and Creative next door to the currently vacant spaces.
All right, you ready?
Unlike her neighbors, she's found success in the River Market since opening in July of 2017.
All of these neighborhoods around us between Argenta, Soma, and East Village are really doing some amazing things. It's because these businesses are pouring into their neighborhoods, and that just requires the businesses as well of the River Market.
So how does the River Market reestablish itself as a go-to destination? I asked Executive Director of Downtown Little Rock Partnership, Gabe Holmstrom, that very question.
I think this is a great opportunity for the River Market to take a look at itself, to rebrand, to rework it.
Holmstrom believes change all starts with the Market Hall and the amphitheater.
Right now it's only open for basically lunch service during the day, and it's not really open on Sundays. But having that set up to where it can be open 7 days a week, where there are publicly accessible bathrooms out there, to where people come in and that families have a place to go use the restroom. Like that's a problem. That's something that we need to address. And then working with our friends with the city to continue the programming at the amphitheater. You know, those are big events that bring people to downtown.
An idea Young agrees with, providing additional options other than just nightlife.
Besides just the bars and restaurants, giving people a reason to come down here and hang out with their families, go see a show, walk around the River Market, get some ice cream.
Another key issue, parking, or in some people's view, a lack thereof, as a result of the 200 spaces lost due to I-30 construction. However, a study released by Little Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau in December of 2021 found there is sufficient parking to meet pre-pandemic demand, saying in part, the redistribution included the use of the on-street parking system, preferred location, and public parking spaces with availability. Overall, the on-street system and the River Market garage provided enough capacity to absorb the parking demand from the I-30 lots. Essentially, the parking system would be just above the effective capacity threshold with the loss of these spaces and the full realization of pre-pandemic demand levels.
Are you going to be able to park in the lobby of wherever you want to go? Probably not. I maintain that's a good thing. Me having to walk an extra few blocks is good for me. So I would just encourage people, find a place to park. It doesn't have to be right in front of where you're trying to go. Don't worry about walking a few blocks.
But how safe do people feel walking from their vehicles? Earlier this month, the city board voted to expand the current curfew for juveniles to include Friday and Saturday, beginning immediately. Kids and teenagers will now have to be inside every night between midnight and 5 a.m. Holmstrom believes a lot of the talk regarding crime in this area is a perception problem, not based on statistics.
Because when you start digging into the data and looking into the numbers, downtown's one of the safest places in the city. One of the pieces of good news is that we are about to roll out an ambassador program later this summer. So in addition to the LRPD presence, we're going to have ambassadors out in brightly colored uniforms that are going to be walking up and down the street.
The reality is the River Market is facing a crossroad, but both Young and Counts remain confident in the future.
This is our home. We love it here. Like I said, this is a local business, and we've thrived down here. We've seen it all.
As we say, link arm in arm with other businesses down here, and we have the opportunity to really capture keeping that high quality, kind of elevated experience down here that brings in that local flavor and local experience is really something we're starting to see that matters.
One new business also believes. Holmstrom tells me a lease has also been signed for the property previously occupied by the library, kitchen, and lounge. A public announcement is expected soon.